Look at it, folks. You're outside looking over central Indiana. It was a very wet, soggy, just rainy, flooded roadway kind of a day. So a time when you want to be indoors.
One of those days that, you know, we're coming off of a weekend where we broke a high temperature record of 77 on Saturday. So now we're all in the warm weather mood.
Yeah, exactly. And it's not here.
We're talking about 30s again. So things have drastically changed as the cold front came through. Had some stronger storms overnight. Of course, all of that heavy rainfall that has now all moved out. Live Doppler 13 radar showing us that the dry weather has returned, but that colder air certainly taking back over, and we're left with the remnants of that rain overnight. Many of us picking up in excess of 1 to 2 inches of rainfall, isolated spots from Bloomington to Columbus, parts of Morgan, Johnson, even into Shelby counties, up to 3 inches in spots. So this has been why the Weather Service has been watching, getting reports of flooding concerns all throughout the state, and they've actually extended this flood warning, that's these green highlighted boxes, for a good portion of central Indiana. That will be ongoing until 4 o'clock. Give it a couple more hours for some of that water to recede that's been covering our local roadways. Still a good idea to stay weather aware if you come to a roadway and it's flooded out, especially once we get closer to sunset later tonight. You don't know how deep that water is. Just a good idea to turn around, find an alternate route, at least for today. That water should recede by tomorrow because no new rain is anticipated. This is a look at that bigger picture. We've been on the warm side of this weather system so far, which is why this has been all rain. But now we're watching some of this wraparound moisture to our north with that much colder air that's starting to take back over. That's why we're going to call for the potential of a brief freezing drizzle later on today as that colder air continues to work its way in and that moisture working its way out. We're at 38 here in Indy in the meantime, still 51 in Cincinnati. I hope they're enjoying it while it lasts. 58 over in Pittsburgh, but that much colder air working its way eastward at this point. So now we're on the cold side of that weather system, and that also is cause for concern. This is a look down in Brown County near Nashville. We've got a lot of standing water in fields and on the sides of roads and things like that. And as the temperature continues to drop, a little concerned with that refreezing. So there could be widespread slippery road conditions during the overnight into tomorrow because of the colder air that's taking over. Again, not going to rule out that potential that you might see a stray snow flurry as the temperature continues to drop this afternoon back into the mid to lower 30s with that very cold northwest breeze. Here's the latest on our future track as we roll through the evening. This is through about 4, 5 o'clock for that evening drive home. Picking up on just a little bit of moisture that we could tap into before the sky will start to clear after about 10 o'clock tonight. Clearing skies translating into even colder temperatures. In fact, we're going to drop back into the upper 20s overnight. 28 here in the city, 27 up in Kokomo. We do recover a bit, though, tomorrow after a freezing cold start to the day. A mixture of sun and clouds for your Tuesday as we see more seasonal temperatures settling in. 45 your high tomorrow in Indy. We've got 44 in Shelbyville, 42 in Richmond. Kind of back to where we should be at this point in the season. High pressure will then build in. A pretty quiet stretch going to take us from Tuesday through Thursday. And then we're watching a developing area of low pressure for the latter part of the week. Once again on Friday, much colder air taking back over. And we're talking overnight lows heading into the weekend into the teens. Much colder air. 50 starts the day on Friday. That cold front comes through. Only looking for a high in the 20s on Saturday. Recovering to the 40s again next Sunday.